Ooh, yeah, it's the Macho Man, yeah. Gonna talk about the Mummy, yeah. Listen up, Universal. They've been talking a lot about this movie, yeah. Trying to say that it's gonna be the start of a new cinematic universe, yeah. But let me tell you something, brother. This movie is straight garbage. Yeah. How's it going, guys? I got these new Macho Man sunglasses, so you know what that means. It means I gotta talk like the Macho Man sometimes. The Macho Man Randy Savage. May he rest in peace. So, we're gonna talk about The Mummy, and this movie is straight garbage. Oh my goodness, how is it so bad? It's shockingly bad. The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise and no one else who matters, because Tom Cruise just fucking walks all over everyone. The movie, I don't even know what to say about this movie. This movie feels like about 5 different movies just smashed together. It feels like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, Pirates of the Caribbean, Idle Hands, and then like it's clearly someone who made this movie watched someone play Uncharted and was like, we could what if Tom Cruise played a really shitty RC Cola off-brand version of Nathan Drake? Wouldn't that be great? Voila, The Mummy. No other character matters, not even the Mummy, because Tom Cruise is in the movie. There's not even enough time in the movie itself to explain the origin story of the titular mummy. They do it at the beginning of the movie in a monologue by Russell Crowe. It's so garbage. Oh my god. I don't understand how this movie is so bad. It was like, when you're watching the movie, you're gonna see there's the threads of like, I don't know how many different writers worked on this movie, but you're gonna see it when you watch the movie. Like, it's clearly the work of a bunch of different people just mashed together. The tone is inconsistent. Nothing flows very well. It's pretty shocking, actually, how bad this movie is. You're gonna have a hard time believing it until you see it. Why is it so terrible? I don't understand. Yeah, jeez Louise, it's like an amateur show. I don't understand. The cinematography is terrible, the sound is terrible, the lighting is terrible. There's not a single thing in this movie that's done to play up the horror element. And I would say not only do they try to avoid playing up the horror, they actively work against it with the lighting and the sound design. It's just awful. There are scenes that you would think in a better movie would be played up for scares or horrors or maybe jump scares. But in this movie, like, they're working against it. It's like, you would think this is supposed to be a scary movie, and then it's like, here's the adventure score. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba. Now, I'm being a little hyperbolic. It's not that bad. But something like, think about that in your head. Like, there'll be like a shambling mummy in the background, and then like this freaking adventure music from like Indiana Jones is playing in the background. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. You can tell that this movie was like, they got Tom Cruise, and then they're like, well, Tom Cruise is more important than the Mummy, so how can we make Tom Cruise more important in the story? And it makes no sense. So the reason Tom Cruise is important is because he is the chosen one of the Mummy. The Mummy is played by Sofia Boutella, something like that. She doesn't matter, so why would I bother to learn her name? She's not Tom Cruise. And that's what makes him important. She wants to use him as a vessel to bring the god Set to life on Earth. For some reason, that makes him important, even though it's already established at the beginning of the movie there was another vessel, and apparently she can just choose one on a whim. But we have to stick with Tom Cruise because they were hoping the audience would forget that fact, I suppose. So that's what makes Tom Cruise important for some reason, and basically it's the Tom Cruise show for 2 hours. And he's acting like a bargain basement brand Nathan Drake, and Nick from The New Girl is like his zombie compatriot
Think Idle Hands. Like, that's what's going on. It's so fucking weird. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean kind of has the same issues where, like, the scenario you would think would be a scary scenario, and they would play it up for horror, but they don't. They play it up for, like, laughs and humor. Like, zombies, aren't zombies fun? Let's go on a high seas adventure. That's this movie, except for it's in modern times. It's ridiculous. Universal wants to make their own movie franchise so bad to compete with Marvel that they keep shitting the bed, because apparently they don't have any concept of what actually made the Universal Monster franchise successful back in the day with, like, Lon Chaney and Bela Lugosi. Like, they made good, compelling movies about the monsters, and that's what got people interested. And these new movies, it's just the third time they've tried to restart this franchise, and they just keep failing. It's ridiculous. Like, if you think about Frankenstein in your head, I guarantee you're thinking of the classic Universal monster Frankenstein, who is nothing like in the book at all. But that's how powerful those movies were to pop culture. Same thing with Dracula. You're thinking Bela Lugosi. The Wolfman. You're thinking of Lon Chaney. Like, these were icons, and even now they're still so popular, so vivid in the zeitgeist of pop culture. And I don't understand how Universal keeps shitting the bed. Make a good movie about the fucking monster and then build off of it. And this is almost the same problem DC had. It's like they want to start a shared universe so bad, they don't care about getting off on a good foot and making a movie people actually want to see. Because this movie's fucking terrible. The scene composition is bad. I can't believe, like, they spent a lot of money to make this movie, and it's not made well. When you're watching the movie, you're gonna be like, why are there so many fucking scenes of a character standing dead fucking center in the middle of the camera? Like, there's no interesting angles. The lighting's terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. The best part of the movie you saw in the trailer where Tom Cruise and the girl, who cares what her name is, because she also doesn't matter, are in the airplane that's about to crash and spinning around, and then she gets sucked out. They basically just stole a set piece from Uncharted 2. Oh wait, no, that's Uncharted 3. They stole the airplane set piece from Uncharted 3. Oh my god. Jeez, don't see this movie. Not even at a cheap matinee. Don't rent it. Don't watch it on Netflix. Don't encourage these people. Oh my goodness, this movie is so bad. It's like almost hard to fathom how bad this movie is. And it's so bad it's good. It's just a bad movie. And then at the end of the movie ends with the mummy is gone, and Tom Cruise is like, he's the vessel now for set, and he's like going out on an adventure to find treasure with his buddy. That's the end of the movie. Fuck Christ. It makes me want to watch, like, I don't even know. It's like, this movie makes the National Treasure movies look like fucking two of the best movies ever made. That's how bad this movie is. It's crazy. It makes the previous Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser look like high art. My goodness. Not much else to say about it.